Good morning, you beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I hope you guys on Xbox are enjoying the Devastation DLC pack, I should say. I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions, just a quick overview of each of the maps and the Ripper DLC. Well, actually, not the Ripper DLC. I already did a review on that when it came out last month, so I think there will be a link in the description if you want to see that video, maybe an annotation if I feel so inclined. So let's talk about Devastation. Mind you, this is just my first thoughts. I've played probably 5 or 6 games on each of them, and I think that's enough to make a good first impression. So let's start with Ruins. This is one of my favorite maps, I think, in all of Call of Duty Ghosts. There is a lot of close quarter combat fighting. It is great for some machine guns. Assault rifles are going to be not as powerful as they usually are in Ghosts. I don't think I've really ever used an assault rifle except for maybe one time on pretty much any of these maps. So Ruins is a great map for submachine guns. What I found to be most successful is just stick to the edges, and occasionally, if you feel so inclined, you can go up to the middle part, and that 2-story building or that 3-story building is actually a very, very good spot. Sometimes I feel like we're playing King of the Hill, even when I'm playing sometimes on that map. It's a great map. I love this map. Plus, it's so beautiful. It looks amazing. What is the special care package? Mortar Strike, from the volcano. That's kind of what we've seen before. Nothing too special. But Predator. This one I feel really mixed about because Predator is super awesome and I love what they're doing with like Mike Myers and Predator, and I can't wait to see what they're doing next now that we know it's coming. But I feel like it's insanely overpowered. I got on my teammates, someone got Predator, they died, an enemy took it. I stabbed them twice, and we shot them a little bit more, and they were down. So it's obviously less health, and I think you're slower, so I think that's balanced because you do have the rockets that lock on. I do believe Incog or Blind Eye protects you from that, so if you're really bothered by it, you can just put that perk on, which is great. Invisibility cloak, you can still see it. Like, it's not that bad. It might just be the monitor I play on, but I don't have a hard time finding it. But the thing I have the biggest problem with is the nuke at the end. I think it's incredibly stupid how it kills everyone in the entire map. It should just be a really strong dead man's hand, in my opinion, and even then that's kind of stretching it, but since it's Predator it makes sense, and I know the nuke goes off in Predator, but it's still like gameplay balancing, so that's my only gripe with that. But really, in the times I've played Ruins, that's only happened once or twice, and I promise you guys, like, the bridge on Containment, the last month or two I've played, never once got blown up, except for maybe like a couple times. I know it's contradictory, but the care packages and the special stuff, people will stop going for them eventually. People just want to play with them right now. So, moving on to what's the next one? Behemoth, the drill. Definitely the worst one of the bunch, but I would still rather play than like Prison Break or Warhawk, in my opinion. Those are like the best. Those are like the medium. Good maps in the regular playlists, so it's better than Fog. I think what the key is on that map is you gotta hold down whatever side you're on. I feel like I rush around too much. I feel like I try to get to the other side when I should really just be patient and look to the other side instead of wait or wanting to go over there and rushing, and that's how you get spawned behind and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still getting used to it, but I feel like I'm on the verge of something big in terms of how I play that map. So I got hope for that, but I've just prepared myself for that to be the one I don't want to play. Plus it's really dark and it doesn't feel good like these other ones do. It's not as beautiful, even though it does look good. The little chopper gunner, it's alright. It's basically the Helo Scout with the chainsaw, or the minigun, which is fun. It's a fun kill streak, and if you're smart, you can use it effectively. It's nothing too special, but I think it's awesome the way they're adding in even kill streaks to these maps, which is cool. The next one is my personal favorite as of right now, and that is Collision. Collision is wet work. decommission, and offshore all combined into one map. And I saw on Twitter they tweeted out a picture of where like the bridge from one of the Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops missions had a boat next to it, and you know, I don't know. They have one boat template. They put it in here, and I think it's the best one. I think it's the most viable with long-ranged guns. I think it's the most viable with like maybe at most marksman rifles with like an ACOG sight on it or something. I think if you snipe, you're gonna need to use your pistol a lot. I'm doing the weapon review class with the pistols this next week, next Friday, so I'm using pistols a lot, and it's really difficult to use pistols on this map. There's a lot of mid to long range engagements compared to at least some of the other maps. Not to say that that's bad, but that's just, this is the biggest player of all the maps, so this is the one you're going to want to use your assault rifle, and I personally like the FAD on this map. It's really good, and of course the Ripper is good on all of these maps. I think it was custom made for these maps, which is great in and of itself. The special one is the strafe run, the airstrike, whatever you call it. This one sucks. The 3 times I've used it, it sucks. You can turn the plane left and right, so that's good, but the angle you come at it and the amount of time that they have to know that you're coming and get underground or get into cover, it's like the Trinity rocket. Like, it sounds cool and it sounds overpowered, like 3 Predator missiles, but really by the time they call it in, they're looking for cover. By the time you shoot the first one off, they're in cover, and it's hard to go on from there. And that's how I feel this special airstrike is. But I think this map plays the best, and part of that is because I use Amplify, and I can hear the footsteps from a mile away. The first game I ever played of it, you're watching it right now, I went 20-0, and I thought for a second I was going to have a beastly awesome gameplay for you of how I got a chem strike the first time I played this map, but nope, I choked, and sadly I died, but it's alright, and I got my care package stolen from me too on this map the first time, but anyway, it's still my favorite, but then again, it's just a first impression. I could hate it, next month or whatever. Last map is the Dome remake, Unearthed, I believed it is. This one worries me the most. It plays like Dome. It is exactly like Dome. I think it is absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I think I'm playing on the Xbox One because these maps look amazing. And I have not seen anyone get or have gotten myself the Alien Extinction aliens, I guess. And I'm really curious because the way people are explaining it, you get 3 to 5 and they roam around the map, either attacking someone directly or just, going in a circle around the outside of the map, which is great. And then they are like tickers from Gears of War, I would imagine. They run up to you and they explode, or they attack you and they explode, and you die and they explode. And in my mind, when I heard this, I thought Call of Duty Ghosts has aliens that explode that are more balanced than a 5-point streak guard dog. And that's just so ridiculous. Guard dog needs to be nerfed, it does. But I think the aliens would be balanced. I think you can kill them too. I think if you see them running at you, you can backpedal and shoot them just like an alien in Extinction, which I think is awesome. People I've seen in comments are like, this is Call of Duty, right? Why are we getting aliens? It's like, you ask for innovation, and we get aliens in multiplayer, and then we complain. And that's the number one wrong thing with the community. But that's just silly. I think aliens is cool. The thing I don't like is the gun, and I think the crane is it's weird. I think the gun in and of itself is overpowered, but the fact that you don't have like unlimited rounds, you only get 10. It makes it more balanced, and I haven't gotten killed by it enough times like to make me think that it was overpowered, but it really sounds like it, and when I use it, it's really overpowered, and it's on the edge, and I worry that one day people will get it enough, people will just go with noob tubes and just head it straight for that A area and get it down as soon as they can. Full teams at least, and then use the crane and camp and use their noob tubes to shoot down on top of the map where it's hard for other people to shoot onto the map. But overall, I really don't have a problem with it. It's not a problem as of right now, but like I said, it's just my first impressions. Overall, I think this is a better DLC map than Onslaught was. I didn't like the Maverick assault rifle variant. I like the sniper rifle variant, but the Ripper might be one of my favorite guns ever, because submachine gun assault rifle by themselves are very weak, very underpowered, but when you put them together, it is super strong and super effective, and I love it. The SMG buffs, I do want to touch on that just right quick here. The Bison is amazing now. It's almost like a strong Vepr now, which is crazy. I haven't used the Vepr. The K7 is a lot stronger. I haven't used the CBJ, but the Vector is amazing. I think a lot of more people are going to start using the Vector. It is very, very good right now. Like, that's my #1 top, and I think the submachine gun class review I did completely exploded. I think that I'm going to have to reevaluate everything unless they like perfectly buffed everything. I'm gonna have to redo that video, not actually, but just in my head. So I think you guys get the point of how I feel about this. I think there's nothing but good things that come from that, and I like the multiplayer music too, just to add that on. I want to talk about Extinction later in a different video. I said that last DLC pack, but I do want to get one full-on big Extinction video on how I feel about it and whatnot, so I'll do that later. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you guys so much. Leave in the comment section below, what do you feel about the DLC? How do you rank the maps? Best, worst, worst to best, whatever. What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? Again, one last time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Friday. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.